Hey friends, it's me, Christiana Gaudet, your tarot fairy godmother. It's so nice to see you. It's Saturday. That means we do the Saturday Psychic Sampler, where you ask a specific question and I will give you a specific answer. A special shout out, of course, to the members and the moderators here. Appreciate all of you. I will take these in the order in which I see them. One question per person, please. And yes, I'm still stuck on my light seers, but it's so beautiful to be stuck on. Hey, Joanne Alice, I'm so glad you made it. Very good. So it's 5:30 where you are right now in the UK. Perfect. All right, everyone, get your questions in. I will tell you that usually I will run with this until I answer every question. I do have a time limit today, but it's not a really tight time limit. I think I should have time to get to everyone's question, but let's see what happens. Let's get her going. And the first question I see is Adriana Belange. The situation at work with Christina is becoming toxic. Oh my gosh. Would she leave or find another job before the year ends? I just want to work in peace. Man, the toxic co-worker situation, you're certainly not alone, and it's never pleasant, right? Do we think that this person will be leaving soon? She will leave, but it's not soon. I don't think she'll leave immediately. Is she looking for other work? See, I think she's looking for new opportunities. She's actively looking right now. I just don't think she's going to find anything really quickly. But she is looking and she will leave. It's just going to take time, I think. And Ben, thank you so much for your kind words. You rock the Light Seers deck. Thank you. It is my pleasure so to do. All right, let's get going. Welcome, everyone. Next question. Trey Cameron, thanks so much for being here. Thanks for being a member. Which would I enjoy more, T or E? Okay, and the question is about enjoyment. The enjoyment of T, very enjoyable. The enjoyment of E, ooh. So if I had to choose, I mean, depending on what it is and what the context is and what the situation is, there are times that choosing the Tower is a better choice than the Ace of Cups. But generally speaking, I think we have to go, if the question is just enjoyment, I think we have to go with T in this case. All right, Lisa Harmon, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. You are going to Chicago to see your newest granddaughter. Oh my goodness gracious, congratulations. That's so exciting. Oh my gosh, how will the trip go? Okay, so the travel itself will be safe but irritating. And, bring what you need to be comfortable. And just be at peace with that. The visit will be very interesting. I think it will be good, but it will definitely bring up some things. I feel like there's going to be some deeper conversations. And some of it may be hard, some of it may be difficult, but necessary. So this is not just, bring a present for the baby and leave. I feel like there's going to be some deeper connection, some deeper conversations, some deeper thoughts coming up, and that's a good thing too. So it's not going to be like the most fun, but I think it will be everything it needs to be. I really do. And the only part of it that I think will be really difficult is the travel part because, well, that's how that goes. All right. Santiago, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Okay. You're attracted to Oscar. All right. I have my doubts if he may be bi or gay. How does he feel for me? If I intend to be in more contact with him, he lives in another country and comes for vacations. Okay, so let's see. I mean, first of all, is he a person who could or would date a man? I mean, before we get to dating you, we got to get to, is this someone who could or would, or if that's there for them? I think you're right to question it, but I also think you're right to recognize that there is a possibility there. You're right. There is a possibility. If you are more connected with him, like, I'm not going to lie to you, there is some possibility here. But like we have an expression in the United States, don't put all your eggs in one basket. What that means is like, don't pin all of your hopes on this. I think it's fine to talk to this person to see what happens. I think it's possible, small possible, but possible that there could be something here maybe. So it's okay to gently pursue that, gently. But be open to other things too, because there's no guarantee for this. And I don't even think, Santiago, that it's the most likely possibility. Like the possibility that you and Oscar would end up together as a relationship, probably not. Probably not a relationship. Maybe a sexual connection, maybe. I mean, there could be something here. There could be. But be open to all of the possibilities. That's the key. All right, Christian Hallowell, nice to see you. Before I get to you, you're up next, but I need to say a huge thank you to Justine for the generous super sticker. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, Christine, here we go. Will I be getting a new job offer this month, and would my new job involve working with young children? All right, let's see. Do we think you will indeed get a new job offer this month? It may not be until September. I feel like there is a new job offer coming, but I don't know that if it's going to be this month. It may not be until September. Or maybe you get the offer this month, but you don't start till September. Do I see you in a job where you would be working with young children? I'm not sure. If there's one specific job that you've applied for that is this type of job and you're asking to see if this job will happen, it may not. It may not. But do I see a new job? Yes. Do I see that you should be working with young children? It's not the thing that shows up like this is the only thing you can do or should do. I think you'd be good at it. I think it's fine. I think there's a lot of other things that are fine too. All right. Ben, Libra Does Tarot, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Will the assignment I submitted on Tuesday make the grade? Oh, very much so, I believe. Very, very much so. And honestly, I think you know it. I think you feel good about it. Or I think you feel good about it, but you aren't sure if you should. I think you should. Okay, Ness. Medea Ness, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Is there a calling for me that I'm not hearing? Or I guess we can ask what it is that I'm not seeing or hearing. The thing is, like if we talk about calling from a career perspective, like anything you should do should be in the creative realm. But there's so many things within that you could do. You know, you are definitely a creator. There's no doubt about that. But creative is a lot of things. I mean, what I do is creative too, but in a different way. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like anything you do will be somewhere in the creative world. It could be teaching, it could be writing, it could be a lot of things. In general, is there something you're not seeing or hearing? And I think there's just this huge disconnect between your childhood life and your child's childhood life, right? Completely different circumstances in a lot of ways. And I think you're just trying to like figure that out. And I think a lot of people who live in the country that they're not from have that experience. For some reason, it seems very specific, though, that the depth of this seems specific for you. And I wonder, just the things that you've shared about your culture in this community that I never heard before, that I don't know about, that are really enriching. Like, I wonder, and this would not necessarily be instead of what you already do, but in addition to, I wonder if there's any part of you that would want to write a book or keep a blog or do videos or whatever about some of these spiritual practices and traditions. I think people in our community would be really interested. And I think we're missing out on a whole bunch. Basically, because in the West, we're taught to fear. We're taught to fear what comes out of the regions from which you hail. But you come out of those regions and you're pretty awesome. And so I feel like there's a lot more there that's awesome for us. You know, and I'm not talking like, well, we all want to like suck up the goodness and appropriate it. But I am saying that you may want to share some of that, you know, to research it, to share it in some way. So that's what I wonder. All right. Joyous Ocean, I am so sorry you're not feeling well. Barbie Bird, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using members-only emojis. You're relocating. Well, I have better luck finding love in this new place. Let's take a look. I think you're going to have to look for it wherever you are. Could there be someone in this new place that you could meet? I mean, I think it's possible, but I think the problem is right now, you have a headset around, a mindset around love, around romance, around how people are, around how all of that goes. And if you bring that same mindset to a new place, the same things will happen. So the change has to be more internal as well as external. Will it be a good place for me to finally launch my own business? Sure. Absolutely. Guidelines on my new adventure, welcome. I love that. Guidance on my new adventure, welcome. I appreciate that. So when we look at this new adventure, you know, the thing is, I mean, I think where you're going is fine, and I think this solves a lot of problems, and it's a good thing. I like it, and I think it can lead you to everything you want. Love, business, friends, all of it. I think this is good. I feel good about it. However, again, remember what I said, wherever you go, there you are. You have to do your work in order to get the results you're looking for. The work you have to do, I think, is really about internal healing. And it's about recognizing you don't have to be available to everyone for everything. It's about recognizing that it's not your job to please everyone. It's about recognizing that your voice matters. And the fact is, if you don't make yourself available, like, I feel like in the past you have made yourself available to people who have not treated you well. And I feel like the whole thing around that and behind that needs to change. That's what I think. Let me know what you think. All right. All right. Melissa, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thank you for yesterday's readings, which I listened to after the live. Not sure what I did to go from the Hierophant reverse to the Empress, but I love the energy of what you said. Hey, you're doing it. Here it is. My question for today is about a female friend whom I love and respect very much. She and I are close on many levels, but she recently contacted me to say that she loves our friendship, but that she is triggered by me, so she needs some space to work this out. I'm respecting her request, but I'm curious as to what this is about and if there is anything I could be doing to clear this up. So I have so many questions here. And the first question is, sometimes when people do this, like this is a new thing that we're doing in our society now, and I think it is a good thing to identify, to say, rather than just ghosting someone or being angry with someone, to say, I appreciate you. I like our friendship, and I'm asking for the grace of space for a moment. So like she's taking on whatever her issues are with you, she's taking them on herself. If that's real. Sometimes when people say this thing, it is real and good, and sometimes it's manipulative. And sometimes they know they're manipulating, and what they're really doing is asking for something from you, and sometimes they don't even know that they're manipulating. So that's the first question. We have to know where this person is coming from. And I think this person is really trying to do their work. I think we have to see this person as someone who is doing their work, who has done their work in the past, who is capable of doing their work. So I find it credible and respectable and all of that. When we look at what this is about, I think this is about things that have happened in the past that you may know about, where one or the other of you feels treated unfairly by the other, and there's never been a good resolution. And I feel like this person is coming to understand that this is their journey, that this is a thing that they do. And maybe your reaction, so they're triggered by you, but I have a feeling they're not triggered by you. I have a feeling you're triggered by them, but you're being triggered by them triggers them. Something like that, maybe. Like it's convoluted, right? But I think there's something here there's a connection here that something you know about. And I think the thing to do is it feels hurtful. It feels hurtful to you. And it's really not meant to be hurtful. And I'm going to suggest it feels hurtful to you because you will very often think that something is your fault when it's not. I think. And so I think you're pretty blameless in this situation, and I think they're trying to hold you blameless in this situation. I think that this person is really looking at their own personal history and all the things and doing some very, very deep work. And I think it's hard because you'd actually like to be supportive of this person during their deep work. And maybe that could be your answer, if it makes sense and feels good to you, is to sort of say, thank you. Thank you for letting me know. I'm sorry you're going through a thing. If I can be helpful in any way, I honor our friendship and appreciate our friendship as well. And I appreciate your honesty. And if there's anything I can do at any time, I'm available. And I look forward to a time when we can spend time together again. If that's where your heart's at. And just, this may be a thing that really isn't about you at all. It's about them. And I know that's something we say when it's not true. But in this case, I'm going to say it. It's not you, it's them. And it's not even that they're bad. It's that they have to unlearn some things, as we all do. Let me know how that sits for you. Jenny, it's so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. I'm investigating a new personal creative project, but I've had a lot of starts and stops. Am I ready for it now? Yes-ish. I think there will continue to be a lot of starts and stops. And I think that's okay. I think it can tolerate that. So maybe this is not about readiness or not readiness. Maybe it's just about the nature of what it is and how it fits into your life. I think the way you think it should go and the way it will go, those things may never align, but this is the right thing and it's always the right time. On some level, it's always the right time. for this right thing. And just let it be how it's going to be. And how it will be different at different times. All right. Smile Soul 20, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Joyous Ocean, thank you for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. I'm homesick and deleted my previous question asking about the illness. Okay, fine. Get to this one first. I'm deeply attracted to a friend who is a widower. Should I move forward? And I'm so sorry you're not feeling well. Should you move forward with this attraction? We're seeing a lot of repetitive cards, even though I'm shuffling. I think it depends what you mean by move forward. Is this person ready for a relationship? Probably not. Is this person looking for a relationship? Probably not on the level that you are. Is this person interested in you? This person likes you, respects you, likes you, all of that. What does this person need right now? This person needs friendship. I think the key is be a friend. And if something more is going to happen, it'll happen, but show up as a friend. I think that's really the key. And I think I've already said to one person today, do not put all your eggs in one basket. I say unto thee, Joyous Ocean, Dion, not all eggs in this basket, please. Keep it open. Arya Wilson, so nice to see you. What advice does my ancestor D have about my love life? You have to be with someone that you really feel passionate about, but passion isn't enough. There has to be passion and compatibility and alignment all at once. And I think that this ancestor believes that there have been times when you've had passion and tried to turn that into all the other things. And you're being asked not to do that again. Justine, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being a moderator. Thanks for using members-only emojis. And thank you for the super sticker. Really appreciate it. So here we go. So initially, I'd prepared the following question for today. I think I got some kind of incredibly potent download this past Thursday night when I was getting ready for bed. So cool. And Thursday, was that the first? No, never mind. That's okay. If I'm correct, the info I received felt very important, maybe even profound. What does Spirit say about it? That's the original question. But just last night, something else happened that was crazy, terrifying, rattling experience, and I'm still trying to make sense of it. We'll talk more later, and I'm looking forward to that. I got some more downloads after the fact. Now I'm thinking these two may be connected in some way in terms of what the information means for me. Any insight appreciated. Yeah, I'm glad that you've scheduled an appointment, because this would have been one of those times that I'd be like, can we have more time together, please? But I mean, I feel like this is, I'm going to say it's a valid experience and the information is appropriate in a lot of ways. Obviously, we'll talk about it. But, and I recognize some of this was disturbing, but there's a lot here to unpack. And I can pretty much guarantee you that in your unpacking of it, there are ways that you've really got it, and there are ways that you're unpacking it through a lens that is not going to serve you. And that's why we're going to talk today. But I can tell you, and here's the thing, when we ask the universe for something, it will usually comply. The universe complies. And you've been asking for insight and for connection and for understanding for a long time. And it makes sense that that's happening. And the information you're getting, the way it's happening, we'll parse that all out today and figure it out. But I can tell you at the very least, what is offered for you here is an understanding about who you are and an understanding about your way forward. I mean, I realize that's huge. It sounds vague, but it's really not, and it's huge. So we'll talk. All right. Ha, Joyous Ocean, I switch questions because you like juicy questions. I do. Okay. Ha, Joyous Ocean, I left my card reading and shout out yesterday. Well, thank you so much. Okay. Oh, Ness. Okay. Thank you. Okay, just reminding you, one question per person. If you happen to have someone with you who also has a question, you can ask for them. But one question per person, and if you've asked more than one, of course, I'll answer the first one I see. And so Zara M., thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Career advice for you. All right. You know, here's the thing. You are happy being busy, but you don't like being bored. You like to be creative. You're good working with a team unless the team contains members of people, like members of the team are less intelligent than you are, and then that drives you crazy. So you're probably better working independently or in more of a leadership situation. You don't like, though, like you don't like to have to work with a team that drags you down. That's the thing. And I feel like you have not always been in work situations where you're treated with respect or where your skills are used or recognized. And that's kind of an issue. And when we look at where you're at right now, like I feel like where you're at right now is not where you want to be. You might need more education too. In order to get where you want to be, education might be the thing. It might be what you need. And I just feel like where you are now is just not where you want to be. And you want to think about that and be proactive. Hope that helps. All right. Joyous Ocean, I didn't give you the update. I finally met my grandson on his 7-month-old day at my mom's birthday party. It was amazing. You told me to wait and my son would come around, and he did. I'm so glad. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, Adrija, nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Current thoughts and feelings of H toward me. Is there any future to this? I think it's, I feel like his actions are making you feel like you don't know. And that's the thing. At this stage, you should have a sense of where he's at, and he's not letting you know, and that's a problem. When I look at how he's feeling toward you, I think, see, this is the problem. I feel like he is sort of trying to move the relationship forward, but I don't think it's based on feelings as much as it is on practicality. That it feels acceptable to him. I think you feel acceptable to him. Okay, it's great to be acceptable, but I don't know if that's everything that you want. Do I see a future here? Hard to say. There are ways that I think he will check some boxes for you, but I don't know if the emotional depth is there. That's my concern. Yolanda, it's so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. How is my career now, and how does management feel about me? And for those who have been following Yolanda's story, Yolanda has landed in her new job in the same office complex that I'm in right now. How cool is that? Obviously not in the same unit, in a whole different business. but literally right around the corner from me in the same complex because I'm in this weird office park, and now so is she. All right. So how's your career going? I mean, you're still learning, but it's good. I mean, I think you're learning, and I think you're in a place where you will learn and be more recognized. I think you're a little afraid after your last experience, but I think this is better for real. How does Manage feel about me? I mean, they're happy with you so far. I mean, they've just met you, but they think you're a good hire. They're really hoping you're going to work out. There's a lot. I mean, it's heavy, it's busy. There's a lot going on in the organization in general, and they're thinking you could be a very good fit. So, I think it's good. Bianca Taro, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Venus retrograde, right? I was just saying in another live this week, Venus retrograde is the worst. Anyway, this Venus retrograde has me thinking of an ex-best friend that I fell out with. It wasn't an extreme fallout. She just slowly drifted apart. How does she reflect on our friendship? I think she sees it in a different way. I think she has heavy abandonment issues from her past. And so I think she sees you as not fulfilling something that she wanted you to fulfill, but maybe never even told you what that thing was. So I think she's kind of tripping out in her own headspace. And honestly, you might be good to leave things exactly the way they are, and do not let that tricky retrograde Venus cause you to go back into a situation, because even though there wasn't drama there, oh, hair in my mouth, yuck. Even though there wasn't drama there, there could be. There could be. And we don't like drama. So, yeah, no, and I think you're right. I think it's more a Venus retrograde thing than anything else. Yuck. Oh, I hate it. You would think a person who hates when hair gets in the mouth would not wear their hair the way I do. But there it is. And honestly, the fact that that happened while I was reading for you, Bianca, makes me feel even more strongly that, there it is, got it, that this person is not someone, like this person has a lot going on that she won't share, but will hold you accountable for. And I feel like that is an ongoing thing. All right. Sirius Shakir, nice to see you. Was wondering if things will get better for me at my work, which is school, or should I really step it up and look for something else? All right. Will things get better for you? Yeah. If you stay, things will get somewhat better. If you choose to look elsewhere, I don't know that you'll find anything and you'll just use energy you don't have. For now, I would say hold the course for now. Hold the course. There will be improvement. And thank you so much for being here. So Zara M., I see a follow-up to your job question that I will handle. To train in tech, psychology. Okay, let's see, because I said go to school, and here's going to school. Tech, real estate, psychology. Psychology and work as a therapist. That is preferred strongly, my friend, strongly. All right. Tortoiseshell Moon, Kathy, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using members-only emojis. My new job starts in 7 weeks, but I'm feeling so drained and unmotivated, just getting over COVID. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. How can I energize myself and reconnect to my path? You have to give yourself, you've got 7 weeks. You've got 7 weeks. 7 weeks is a long time. Lean into healing now. Your body needs rest. Your body needs water. Your body needs good nutrition. And so energize yourself by doing as little as possible and taking really good care of yourself in this time. If you do that, how will you feel when it's time for the new job? Well enough. Well enough. You'll feel well enough. It'll be okay. And how will the job be? Busy. Freeing. Weird. Hard to learn. Yeah, but ultimately good. This is not an easy job, and I think that's what you're concerned about. But rest now. It will be okay. It will be okay. There's a reason they call it work, right? All right. Joanne Ellis, thank you so much. So for those of you who don't know the backstory, Joanne was here, those of you who are here a lot, we do different things on different days, and you get to know me, you know how I am. Joanne's new here. And she asked a question. It was like phrased in a way I didn't understand it. Was good about it. She was like really worked with me on it so I could do the reading. It was very good. Yesterday she asked a question. Of course, on Fridays I don't answer questions. I asked her to come back today with the question, and you did. Joanne, I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you for taking time out of your day to work with my schedule. I really appreciate you. So here it is. How will my daughter do on her GCSEs? She's picking them up at the end of the month. She's nervous, of course. How will those results be? I think she did very well. I think she did well. I think she'll be happy enough with them. And I think in terms of, because the whole thing is like, what will these results allow her to do? It will allow her to figure out what she really wants and go do it. This is fine. This is going to be fine. All right. Smile Soul 20, I know why you're asking this question. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. My question is, will the manager of the OR find another job? Please, please, please. And the answer is, I believe so, yes. Not quickly, but it will happen. It won't happen this month. It won't happen next month, but it could happen after that. Kitty Beckwith, nice to see you. My sister has been very unhappy with her life lately. Will she find happiness? I can't think of anyone who deserves it more. I'm so sorry. Okay. That's a kind way to think about your sister. And yes, she will. And not only will she find it, she'll actively seek it. She'll figure out what she needs to do and she'll go get it. Okay, George, nice to see you. Okay, so will you get your Canadian visa is the question. I think you might not get it now. They might need something else from you in order to get it. So I don't think it's going to be as quick as you would like. Kanchan Verma, it's so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. I am doing fabulous. Thank you. There's this one sister of my father, relative in my culture. Right, in my culture, that would make it your aunt. All these sisters are too clever than my innocent father. Also, these 4 sisters try to get some drama. I ignore her call. May I know why she was calling again and again? She called my father and my brother and on my number too. Too much of a pushover. I think you know what's up here. I think she's calling you to try to get you on board in some weird family drama that you don't want to be on board with. And you're totally right to keep a distance. You're absolutely right. Table for one, Diana, nice to see you. Thanks for being a member. Which is the most promising and what I should focus on first? Here we go. Paranormal site. Halloween site. Chiron book. Man, Chiron book. Start with that. All right. Okay. I'm just scrolling through looking for questions. Oh, Ness, I'm severely homesick. Right. I hear you. Catherine Fan, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. As you know, I'm flying back home next week because of family, and I know it's not the most ideal situation. Do you have any overall advice for my trip? Yeah, this is not the time to, this is not a fun trip. And I think you have to come with the idea of honestly, how can I help? I think your whole thought, the whole thing you're going to ask yourself, and whichever pertinent people you should ask is, how can I help? What am I here to do? This is a very difficult situation, and you need to be in your very best self-care of body, mind, and spirit as you go through this. I'm so sorry. So yeah, the advice is just to know that you're here to be present, and you're here to be helpful, and that is enough. And it's good that you're going. Barbie Bird, thank you. Got it. Makes sense. Justine, Mom has a burning question. Okay, so she's talking to a guy online named Jace. How's this guy checking out? Proceed with caution. I don't love him. I think there's enough here that if she's enjoying the conversation, it's okay to proceed and see what happens. It's even possible that something good could come of it. But she needs to take her time and take it slowly and be aware of what the red flags are. And red flags don't mean we don't move forward. They just mean we call that to awareness. And then there are some red flags where, yeah, we don't move forward. So far, there's things about him I'm really not liking, but I do see some potential. And this early on in the game, where we're just talking online, we're going to proceed with extreme caution. Oh, Ness, that would be so cool if you did that. Oh my gosh, I would love that. That would be so cool. I mean, if you wanted, we could do a live together. If you wanted, we'll talk. Okay. Elaine D, nice to see you. How will the rest of my summer be like as my dad is going through a health issue? I am so sorry. Well, I mean, this is going to impact it. There are good times this summer, and I do feel like your dad is in good hands. I think some good things could happen this summer, and I think some good things could happen for your dad. Oh, Melissa, you found that helpful. Good. Yeah. Melissa, yeah, thank you, Melissa. Got it. And Ness, you know, you're in my heart. You know that, right? Okay, and hang on, Scorpio. I'm also a Scorpio. Scorpio, I just lost you. Where are you? There you are. Will I hear from Robert soon? In my opinion, not likely. Raquel, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. So earlier I said, if you ask the universe for something, the universe usually gives it. And of course, I'm talking about like, give me grace, give me time, give me a sign. Here comes Diana. Dear universe, I want $1 million, a fancy sports car, and a really hot boyfriend. Good point, Diana. Good point. You're absolutely right. The way I said that was not great. Yeah. Good point. I appreciate it. Baby cakes. Why is my hand still hurt from June? Is it something serious or will it go away eventually? Regards from Lisbon, Portugal. Well, so nice to see you. Other than the hand, I hope the trip is going great. What's going on with the hand? I think it just takes time. You probably should run it by a doctor if you get a chance. I don't think it's going to be serious. I don't think it's serious. Ali Mammon, I am so sorry for the loss. Has E reached heaven? He passed away today. Is he with his brothers and sisters? Does he have anything to tell me and my family? I'm so sorry. Justine, there's no need to push your reading back. Ooh, no, not unless you need to, my friend. Okay. Ali Mammon. E is definitely on his journey and he is finding his healing. He is with some family members, but again, definitely working on his healing, which is where he's at and what he needs to do. What he has to say is there is nothing to fear. It's all about love. It's all about love, and there is nothing to fear. Be happy for him. Obviously, be in your grief as well, because that's what we have to do, but be happy for him. Oh my gosh, Kanchan, your internet has been banned for 5 days. Oh my gosh. Julia Bonesteel, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for sending love. Ha! Bianca Taro, get it. Right, Joyous Ocean. Yeah, Venus retrograde. It doesn't happen all the time. Like, we always think about Mercury retrograde because it happens like 3 times a year for 3 weeks each. Venus retrograde, not as often, but for longer. It's like a 40-day period, and we're in it. Don't get your hair cut. No drastic changes, no big ticket beauty items, no big ticket clothing, no purses. And be careful with your exes. Yeah. Oh, Teresa, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. I met someone recently who I find attractive, and even though I'm not looking for a relationship at all right now, I'm just curious if he feels the same way, maybe for the future. And again, thanks for being a member. Thanks for being a moderator. We so appreciate you. You're right to stay single, and I think he's in that staying single place as well. I think it's just good that you have found someone attractive. I feel like that's new for, in first time in a while. I don't really think that this person is necessarily significant to this story at all, except thinking about like years later, I think you're going to tell the story, after this long period of time, the first person I felt a pinch, a little for, was this person, which reminded me that I'm still human, still alive, still functional. And I think that's the purpose of it. Does that make sense? CB Moz, nice to see you. My daughter has been in a health crisis for over a year. I'm so sorry. She needs more medical intervention before she can attend the university. Question, what can we do to move this along for the best possible outcome? I'm so sorry you're going through this. That's really hard on everyone. But I feel like you're doing what you need to be doing. I feel like you, as parent, are, in this space of, come on. But I don't think we want to rush it. I think we just want to let this happen in the time that it's happening. And it will heal as it heals. And I think you're concerned about, just the time. But it's okay, we got time. So let it take the time it's going to take. There it is. Hey, Misfit, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay, Renata, Quinn Kilharius, nice to see you. Wait a minute, I'm over-scrolling. Give me a minute. Okay. I hope this question makes sense in English because it does in Portuguese. Yeah, I'm sorry I don't speak Portuguese. I'm so sorry. What is the purpose of my meeting MA? What is the lesson I needed to learn from MA? Got it. Got it. Honestly, I'm wondering if this was a situation where you told yourself a whole story around possibilities that were never there, and the lesson is to not do that. What do you think? Let me know if that fits. Okay, Sarah 88. I got a job offer, congratulations, and my current job is giving me a counter offer, congratulations. Which is better, to leave or stay? I love that. Good for you. Nice to have them fighting over you. New offer? Stay in the current job. Honestly, I kind of like the current job's offer. I would consider staying with the current company given the new offer. Misfit, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Is anything serious going to come out of my virtual relationship? It depends on what you want. The potential is there. If you wanted this to turn into something more, it could. Oh, here we go. Serious Shakir. Just wanted to let you know, months ago you told me my husband will do well at his job and he just got several huge raises, so thank you. Wish that would happen for me. Yeah, well, you guys are in different industries, aren't you? Nast, you're too funny. Leslie Jones. Oh, okay. I'm going to refuse this question, and no shade on you, Leslie. You deserve to have this question answered, but this is not a question I'll do in this environment, and I apologize for that, but there's so, on an ethical level, I feel like it would take a long time to really dig into what the heck. There's a huge story here. It involves a lot of people. And it's just not, so if you want to ask a different question, please do go ahead and put in a different question and I'll look for it. And I apologize, but I just feel like it would not be fair for me to give you a simple yes or no here. It would take a lot to really look at the nuances and all the things. And so, I want to be fair. I apologize. Okay. River's Edge, thank you so much for being here, and thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate it. And during the Venus retrograde, Dion, Joyous Ocean, cut her own hair. How'd it turn out? Yeah, I was tempted to do the same thing the other day. Don't hide the scissors. All right. Rosemary, nice to see you. Can you tell me what career path I should go with? I was thinking data entry or editing. I'm used to working in a library. I'm doing online sales now and hate it. Understood. You should be an editor. Man, if you can do line editing, copy editing, do you know how much I pay for copy editing? Oh my freaking God. Developmental editing, if you've got that skill, yeah, consider. Okay. DH, thanks for being a member. Thanks for being here. What does the universe want you to know? It's a resource issue right now, whether it's time, money, energy. There is a pattern that you run into where you run out of what you need. Maybe you're spending it in the wrong way. Maybe you're giving it to other people. Resource management needs to be rethunk, my friend. Rethink your resource management. Linda G., I'm sorry about the loss of your guinea pig. The thing is, we've already talked about this. We've already kind of done this, and it makes me wonder if there's not a different question you'd really want to be asking. Martha Vink, nice to see you. Taking time off the grid in the coming week. What would be a good focus of my pondering? How about the fact that you're allowed to be happy and what would make you happy? You've been deferring your happiness for a lot of years. What would make you happy? Claire C., thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. My dear friend for over 50 years is now transitioning from this earthly plane. I'm so sorry. Any messages from my dear friend Scott? He's ready. He's happy. Look it, we've read for 2 people who have died or are dying like today. And this card came up for both of them. Should we fear death? No, we should not. And there's the answer there. River's Edge, I'm wondering if there are any negative spirits or energies on my property. So my question would be, why are you asking? Why are you asking? Like, are you experiencing something? You know, I'd want to dig into that. But I would say there's something there. I think you're probably experiencing something because there's something there. So yeah, I think so. Not necessarily dangerous, but not the best either. Easily remedied though. And maybe remedied simply by planting some things. I would look at remedy with appropriate landscaping, honestly. And again, thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate that, River's Edge. And Morgana the Great, nice to see you. What can I expect from the future of this connection with the Pisces? I'd be a little careful. We're not sure there is a future. We're not sure there's a healthy future. So I'd take this day by day, minute by minute, my friend. Joyous Ocean. It turned out well, 2 to 3 inch trim. Like you looked in the mirror and it had to be done. Yeah, I hear you. Ravenna, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. Thanks for being here. I would just like to hear something good that's going to happen in the next few months in my life. I think it's about your personal healing, your journey toward healing, that you're really working on, you know, sort of a deep inner journey of healing, and you will have some success there. Jackie Masters, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. What does the universe want me to be aware of? And do my ancestors and guides have a message for me? And thank you for using members-only emojis. I think the message is there's a thinking loop that you can get into when something pisses you off. You get angry, and then you feel like, and that's just the way it is, there's no recourse, it's just going to be like this, and then you get sad. So angry, conclusion, anger, conclusion, sorrow. Anger, conclusion, sorrow. I feel like there's a loop there. And I feel like there may be, when something pisses you off, there may be a different place to go besides confusion and sorrow. Just thinking. Let me know if that makes sense. All right. So from my perspective, I have come to the end, and I've also at the same time come to the end of my time. So we're not doing last call for readings, y'all. I'm just going to say goodbye. And if I missed you, I am so sorry. I'll catch you next time. And of course, if you're local, join us at Panera Bread in Palm City tomorrow at 4. River's Edge, plantings and landscaping. Yes, 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 yes. Do it. That'll help a lot. All right. My friends, I appreciate you so very much. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend. Be really good. Jackie, it makes sense. Okay, good, good. All right. Take care.